Hate to interrupt the zip trip because we love them, but we got a brand new tornado warning. This one for D.C. itself. Includes parts of Prince George's County until 8:45, and it's the same line that's been the culprit all morning here that's been bringing us the severe weather. And again, we want to take these tornado warnings very seriously. A tornado warning now in D.C. itself, inside the Beltway, until 8:45 a.m. We've got rain-wrapped, perhaps shrouded tornado. It's certainly a possibility. We have radar indicated. This is not a confirmed tornado. Looking for any indications that it's confirmed, but you can see that the rain rates here are very intense, and this particular band, what's left of it, continues to produce tornado warnings, one after another after another. All right, let's just show you some of the areas that could be impacted. Washington there, Chillum. This is sort of the, here's D.C. itself, so this is the eastern part of D.C. Anacostia, this would include you. I know we got a lot of our friends that are watching this morning in D.C., northeast D.C. You can kind of see the dividing line there as the part of the region here that's under that tornado warning includes, yeah, thank you for getting the flash flood warning off there, includes the southern part of the Beltway and then extends up into portions of D.C. It's certainly possible, perhaps we can show some live shots out at the MGM, that the MGM is certainly under it as well, out towards National Harbor. Big picture, let's go and show you the big picture here. This same band has been responsible for one tornado warning after another. We got this going last night, and my count, we're at like number 19 or 20 tornado warnings. None of it yet confirmed, but certainly a possibility that you could experience a tornado with or without a tornado, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago. Take it very seriously. The rain rates are guaranteed. They are causing ongoing flash flooding. We have a flash flood warning for D.C. as well until 11 o'clock. We've got, very urban landscape around here. That water just doesn't have anywhere to go. And what's happening is, typically we see these things kind of sweep through west to east very quickly when we get the big summer thunderstorms. This one's going south to north, so it's doing what we call training, working south to north in the same area. Is just kind of getting heavy rain, which continues for an extended period of time, and that's why we're seeing flash flooding. But brand new tornado warning in effect until 8:45 this morning. And again, it has been this same area that we've been watching since the early morning hours. If you're up with us at about 4:30, we had our first tornado warning for the morning hours. Of course, we had them last night as well, and they continue. That's a live shot. I'm not sure where we're looking. Oh, that's Reagan National, right, which is, under it right now, experiencing some extremely heavy rain. And this box right here includes Anacostia, as I just mentioned, Trinidad. Please, if you're in this area, get yourself to an interior room. Don't look out the window trying to see it. Make sure that you're in a protected place. If you have a basement or low-lying area, get yourself down there. It will pass quickly. The good news with tropical twisters is that they spin up very quickly and they have a tendency to want to fall apart quickly. They're not like the sort of long-track tornadoes that we often see in the Midwest. Okay, this is what we call a velocity tracker, and this is what the Weather Service out in Sterling often uses to indicate whether or not we have tornadoes. And so we look for, I'll keep it real simple, sort of a couplet, and you can see right there is the area that's trying to indicate where there could be a tornado right along 295. Again, it's certainly a possibility. If it's confirmed, I will be the first to pass it along to you. But at this hour, at this moment, it is radar indicated. This is the same complex that has been bringing us a series of tornado warnings this morning, and they continue. Some of the areas likely to be impacted include Langdon there and Mount Rainier there at 8:40. And it's with or without a tornado, you're going to be experiencing some extremely heavy rain. Want to give you a heads up, if you're in the eastern part of D.C., if you're in Prince George's County, this band of very heavy rain is slowly making progress to the east, and you're going to have to deal with it as well. So not out of the woods. If you're east of that band, that feeder band, it's going to be working its way east towards Bowie and Annapolis over the next couple of hours, and we're likely to see additional tornado warnings that roll along it. You can see the rain showers continue out to the west, and if you look carefully, well, it's really off to the north and west. It's a remnant low. This is what's left of Debby, but it's still doing its very best, even though it's inland, to try to keep that circulation intact, and it's still kind of grabbing this moisture, trying to wrap it around that center of circulation. So it takes a long time for these storms to unwind, and we're sort of experiencing the worst of it. This band right here, well, maybe we can go back to it. That band right there has been responsible for the tornado warnings. Let's, let me just show you that right there. The good news is it's racing off to the north at about 40 miles an hour, and it looks like the back edge of it is now approaching the southern side of the Beltway. So once we can get this lifted to the north, perhaps we can at least get a little bit of a break. I know parts of the area are getting some sunshine, and you feel like the worst is over. Worst is not over, not until we can get this last little batch right here through. That won't happen. Let's go to Futurecast until early afternoon. Let's put it in motion. 8:30 this morning, you can see we are still contending with potentially some locally very heavy rain, much of the area under flash flood warning until early afternoon. It looks like as we get into the 1 and 2 o'clock hours, things will start to improve around here, but we're going to be potentially looking at additional flood warnings, including ongoing flash flooding and tornado warnings for a few more hours. Our tornado watch has now been extended until 2 o'clock this afternoon. That was set to expire at 7, but you can see it's now until 2 o'clock. I also want to mention that we're getting reports of water rescues in Montgomery County, in Frederick County, in Virginia. And the reason why, we've got ongoing flash flooding. That includes D.C., that includes Montgomery County, western parts of Howard County under a flash flood warning. In addition, don't want to forget you guys in the mountains. That flash flood warning continues out there, and there are been some really strong reports here of, in some cases, 5+ inches of rain out there. That water fell fast and furious, just having anywhere to go. And along 81 there, you're also under a flash flood warning, which continues until late morning, early afternoon. Okay, let's zoom back in. Just want to, reason we're going wall to wall with weather, we got a tornado warning. You don't see that very often, literally inside the city here, inside the Beltway. It's set to continue until 8:45. This has been a warned cell for the better part of 3 to 4 hours. At least this feeder band has been warned over and over again. That's a close-up of some of the areas that are impacted. There is the Anacostia right there, and you can see it is just to the north and to the west of the Anacostia River here. That's where the worst of it's forecast to be. So that would include areas just off to the north there, up towards Langdon. Perhaps we'll get it up towards Mount Rainier over the next 15 minutes. Yeah, Chillum, there you go. You can see it there. Tacoma Park at 8:43. And Langdon here at 8:37. So we'll continue to watch it. Taylor, do you have any more information for me on what's going on?
I do. So it looks like the flooding threat, the flash flooding threat for D.C. has become more the imminent threat. So yes, we had that tornado warning. I don't want to take away from that, but this has turned into what the National Weather Service calls as a considerable flash flooding threat. So it's a very serious situation. You need to seek higher ground if you're any kind of flood-prone area. If not, there's been a lot of rainfall that has come down with this specific band on top of very saturated ground as well. We're looking at rainfall rates upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches in a short period of time of around 20 minutes. So yes, you can see a live look from our camera at the wharf, kind of looking towards Reagan, I think right there. Reagan is where this tornado warning that we have been talking about was kind of issued over. That's where they got the center of circulation in terms of radar indicated. And we're still watching this tornado threat ongoing for just under another 13 minutes or so. So we're watching that closely. But again, I do want to touch on that flooding threat, that flash flooding threat. We're actually starting to extend some of the warnings further eastward as this band kind of moves north, but also a little bit east. So here we go with the storm tracker talking about going back to that flooding threat right now, that flash flood warning. It's lasting through about 9:45. I'm not going to be surprised if that gets extended. Hopefully not. And of course, we have that tornado warning, which is in place in D.C. and a brief period of PG County for Prince George's County through 8:45. So let's head back to that right now. That's that small polygon right there, a very small area of circulation that was reported over Reagan National, tracking towards the north very rapidly at around 40 miles per hour. So heads up, Brooklyn around 8:36. That's where it will be for you. Tacoma Park around 8:42, and then Chatham around 8:43. So that's a line of at least the circulation. But again, we're talking about that imminent flooding threat. That's ongoing for most of D.C. This also includes Montgomery County, parts of Howard County, and I wouldn't be surprised if this gets extended outwards of that as well. So rainfall rates are coming in around 3 to 5 inches per an hour, again, which really means upwards. Worst case scenario could be 2 inches in about a brief period of 15 to 20 minutes. So again, if you're watching us, you're in any kind of these zones, take it seriously. If you see water, if you're out driving and you see water, don't drive into it. Turn around, don't drown. Always remember that. We're getting a lot of reports, as Tucker said, of some water rescues across the area in even non-flood prone spots. So we're continuing to keep a close eye on that as well. And of course, we'll keep you updated. But for now, we have a couple of situations. Of course, we have that tornado warning, but we also have that flash flooding warning in effect right now for a good part of D.C. and points northward. So we're going to head back over to Tucker for now. Tucker, do you have another update?
I do. The center of circulation, the Weather Service indicating that the center of circulation near Brentwood, just to the east of Howard University. So this gives you a sense of proximity there with our tornado warning, which it looks like they may have just dropped, but dropped or not, that rain continues to be incredibly intense, and we've got ongoing flash flooding. Let's get up to kind of western Howard County quickly. I just want to show you, as we're up into western Howard County, parts of Montgomery County, you can extend it up there a little bit, up towards Lisbon. We've got ongoing flooding here. It sounds like there may be a road that's been washed away, Long Corner Road there in western Howard County. If you're familiar with that part of the world, apparently the road's been closed, and there's ongoing flooding issues there. There is a flash flood warning that extends up into parts of western Howard County, Montgomery County as well. We've been hearing reports of water rescues. So this is an ongoing threatening situation. It's not just a tornado warning that we're dealing with. The real story, I think, when all is wrapped here, in addition to these tornado warnings, is going to be this incredibly heavy rain rates we're getting. It's not that we haven't seen more rain in a 24-hour period, but we certainly don't see rain rates like this very often. This is truly tropical in nature, and it is incredibly intense. Big picture, let's show it again. Let's just show off to the south here. We're going to watch that band, and we'll continue to monitor it here, guys. We'll give you the very latest. The good news is our tornado warning in D.C. has expired. Still under flash flood warning until 11. We'll see you in just a moment.